Late at night, we go program some stuff, or try at least. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Does it work? Does it not work? Why isn't YouTube working though? YouTube is weird like that. Oh, nice. Okay, it actually works now. Okay. Should I also put frog picture instead of me? Because that's the main character. I can fit inside frog's tummy or something. Yeah, I'm just under the frog. Whatever. If I actually knew how to do some crazy ass shit on the stream, like program it to, like, I don't know, do animations or something. But we're not there yet. Gonna concentrate on Unity and also need to show the display. Whoa. Okay, so the version control is kind of effed up, but I think last time we got version control to a place where I got 2 different branches set up properly, or like semi-properly. I think. Oh, I'm very tired today as well. Whatever. Blinsky. Blinonkel. Blindel. Blan. I want to take this stream key and share it with everybody. Share it with everybody. Oh, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna close Discord now. Okay, so last time, I think I finally decided to just delete most of the stuff I've been working on, because the persistent scene is kind of a bullshit system. I couldn't get the videos properly working with it. So let's just run. Yeah, there's a video looping, yay. Now the problem is, like, if we change the scene to suppress the previous scenes properly. Yay, we got an ending. Frog got to eat lots. That's nice. Also, I lost the frog picture, which is kind of whatever, but me likey some frog. Frog. Okay. Whatever. Okay, what was the main problem? Ugh. Does the video show wrong or something? Does it like speed up? I think it speeds up. Yeah, speeds up at the beginning. It doesn't like prepare it, and I could not really solve this. I had persistent canvas, dialog manager there, dialog box. There's some script in the dialog manager if I can open it. Yeah, the script is also here. Woo! Okay, I asked AI a bunch. AI couldn't really help me. Ah, so many errors that don't make sense or don't really need fixing. So the solutions that the LLM gave me do not work. Okay, let's see what I asked last. About shelving. Oh, it doesn't have any more memory of me speaking to it. Okay, maybe I asked the last question to a different LLM or something. Branching, blah blah, shelves. Okay, it just doesn't have the memory of it. Yeah, maybe it's with a different agent. Maybe Gemini? I don't know. Okay. Okay, but yeah, it does not help me solve it. So right now the video that plays still isn't prepared properly. Any idea why? Subscribing to prepare completed after calling prepare. Okay, we can try that shit. Am I still going with the architecture right now, or like, dare I call it architecture? Okay, let's try this fix first. Kind of makes sense, even though like it's so difficult to try quote unquote programming if you have actually no idea what's going on and you rely on advice you can't really assess properly. Yeah, we set the video time to 0 before preparing. I'm kind of learning doing this, so yeah. Anyway, keep the existing on video prepared callback, which correctly unsubscribes, blah blah blah. Yeah, that is assigned. Format. Move the prepare completed event subscription before calling prepare. I'm not sure why that makes sense to the AI, but like it sounds logical, so sure, let's keep. I'm only giving it max like a minute to think about it, so yeah. But yeah, my thought was that like maybe problems like this would not exist if I just don't use scenes. Okay, that is kind of better, maybe. Not sure. Two event systems in the scene. Please ensure that exactly one event system. Didn't I suppress most event systems? Cabin S has an event system. Okay, let's unsubscribe. Persistent has these things. But why doesn't the persistent scenes... Yeah, the main problem was that persistent scene has persistent canvas. That canvas is not like it doesn't show that it's running. Even though that might not be a problem per se. Bigger problem might be that like the starting canvas that runs with the persistent one might still be left playing, even if we go to a new scene. Yeah, starting canvas is still playing. So if I want to play a video or something on this canvas, will that work? Anyway. Shared the whole planet on Discord. There's a lot of pollution though. Noise. Let's check. I'll show everyone and their mothers your artwork. Ooh, polluted planet. Me likey. Or like, that's a bad thing to say, but yeah, me likey. Discord. Discord doesn't show anything because it's on streamer mode. Okay. Let's disable that shit. And now, planet! Danelski's planet! Noise. There's lava, there's water and stuff. All handmade. No GPT chat. Shit. By the way, I need to rant, like, middle management at my workplace is annoyingly into, like, the notion that AI is a possible solution for everything. Like, gosh, I hate that kind of thing. Like, you can do easy automation for some manual stuff with just like basic scripts in Google Apps Script, but they prefer to like waste years on trying to make like a tool that isn't meant for this, like to automate everything because it's AI and it should automate everything. Anyway, I don't know why the rant. It's late and I'm tired. I kind of hate the understanding of things by my middle management. But actually, the frog seems fixed now. AI fixed it, so thank you, AI. It's not running super quickly now. There is a possibility to run the video. Okay, let's still try making this scene architecture work. I was thinking of deleting everything, but OE is the solution for everything after all. Yeah. True. If you're like a really beginner programmer, it's kind of nice. You get to learn stuff, like it gives you solutions, possible solutions that are based on like some stuff it's like trained on from the past, so it won't give you innovative solutions most likely. But for like very beginner like me, it's fine. But if you're like in charge of a whole section of a company and you just play your cards on AI being like a savior to all of the manual tasks and all of the like nitty gritty like work stuff, then you're just stupid. Anyway, whatever. Woo, AI, let's go. Why do stupid management exist? Okay, shouldn't maybe publicly say this. Maybe someone will catch on to these streams and stuff. Anyway, I didn't mention which company it is, so yeah. I mean, there's very few tech people in in actual middle management in most bigger companies that have grown out of startups. So yeah, it's a bit sad. Okay, so ink. Let's open up Inky files. I built some logic here, which maybe doesn't make sense because maybe I shouldn't build as much logic in Inky, but I did. It kind of doesn't work as well as I would like to, but okay, so what was the main issue? One of the main issues is that I couldn't get this to work, that there's a the eaten stuff. I think this variable gets +1. This gets +1, even if it shouldn't get +1. Okay, let's check what the logic here was. So, when you eat, then are you eating Boolean 1? Oh yeah, this thing didn't work. These variables are kind of iffy. I tried also with a actual Boolean with like true false thing, but that didn't work either. Let's try that again. Oh, eating Boolean. No, I'm eating cookies. Cool. Yeah, I mean, what the logic was that if you get to this option, you choose eat, then the next set of options will give you +1 to variables. The thing is, like, if you select eat, you go to scene options, which depends on the scene. So basically, you could go to frog to farm or frog to water. Okay, where is scene options? I kind of don't remember what it does anymore. Okay, so basic action choice gets scene options as a parameter, and then it goes to the scene options. Basically, I give from the previous scene, and it's not even a Boolean. Yeah, I know. I tried making it a Boolean, like these, but it didn't work. So I changed it to a number, and it worked slightly better, but it still didn't work. so I need to figure that shit out. Okay, so thing is, like, when you eat, you from the like previous scene you get the next scene option. So this is because you don't want to end up at the same scene again if you've like gone through choices, right? So from the previous scene you get the hard-coded. It used to be like a random choice when you leave, that you go to like one of the 3 places, and it's still somehow referenced here. I don't think I need to reference it here. Let's do scene options instead. I need to just kill this thing, because why this didn't work? Because I didn't think of a way to exclude the one you're on right now. So you're on a farm scene. You want to leave that, and you want to just go to leave, and then you want to get the random choices all besides farm, because you don't want to end up at the same scene that you're on right now. So I want to randomize it, but just excluding the place you're on right now. And kind of would be easier if I did this thing in Unity. I could ask AI, and there's like ways to do that. I kind of halfway figured that out, but here in Inky I did not, and I kind of decided to why random. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I just wanted it random at start at the beginning because it seemed a bit more interesting to have it random rather than like every time you play it goes to the same place every time. So just implementing random randomness, if you can say that, makes sense for me. Makes the playthrough a bit unique. I could do something on Unity's end that there's like one more scene that it goes to, which gives you an option to choose where you go to, like a map or something. Okay, so showing the scene where there's like a map or something, and you click on a specific part that you move there. But at this stage, this was too difficult for me to implement or like understand how to do with the Inky integration. So I just wanted to simulate some sort of like new experience with randomness. But yeah, I should kill this. I might experiment this with this like a bit later. But okay. Anyway, back to the Boolean. Could you have a random scene which on Unity side just goes to some other random scene on load? I think so, but like how to set it up on Unity's end, it's a bit too much right now, and that doesn't give as much no, the thing is, where it kind of messes up my thinking is that this logic in Inky kind of dictates almost everything. So, like this way it's set up right now, I can call external functions, like Unity functions, from Inky, but the narrative structure, everything you go through, like is coming from Inky. So all of the story dialogue, the stuff that's in the box, all of billion of the dialogue box stuff content comes from Inky, and that's like I didn't find a way to. Okay, so basically, in order to use Unity to call out like a specific part in Inky, instead of Inky calling out a specific part of Unity, to do that I need to like build a like parser or something. I could again use something that my friend built for another project, but I don't know if I need to. And the parser should read like tags from Inky and then get the right bit from it. But I don't think it's needed for this project right now. I just need to implement art and some logic. And the logic where I was stuck at some point was, are you eating Boolean not working? As a Boolean it didn't work, and as a 0-1 thing it didn't work. Okay, so basically okay, you get scene options from the previous scene. You go to the predetermined scene, like dependent on where you were before, to the predetermined scene after choosing something. Choosing different things gives you different stuff in the background. So I understand that like, are you eating? Gives you different options here. So I kind of commented it out right now. But I just want to run a check whether are you eating is more than 0, and if it was, then we increment, then we add to the variable number of things eaten. Okay, but what the issue was, I think. I think the issue was that even if you don't pick the eating option currently, if you pick breathe fire, it goes to scene options, sure. But the are you eating boolean shouldn't be changed. Default should be 0 or something. Okay, so why -1? What did I do here? Stomach filled number. So basically I track how many stuff I've eaten. Why the -1? Number of things eaten -1. I have no clue what I did here. Absolutely no idea right now. I should work on this a bit more often, I guess. It's not an index. I don't think this is an index. It's like a strict like -1. It's like number of things eaten is a variable that has a number in it, like an integer or something, and you do -1 on it. I think that's how I did it, but why I did it? Okay. So let's kind of ignore this for a moment. Let's test it out with. Okay, let's make this boolean again a actual boolean. So are you eating is false by default, right? Makes sense. So yeah, this should work in Inky's syntax. It's kind of like JavaScript, I guess. But I don't know. Anyway, not strictly typed. I think this, even though like I would love it to show it working as a boolean with like different colors or stuff. I don't know. Anyway, eat. You pick the eating option. Then you're asked, what are you eating? If when you pick the option, like this shows that you pick the eating option, and then you're prompted, you eat you eat the what? And then the choice comes up: door, window. So many commented lines. Just want to make it work, I guess. Barn. Oh, this is a mess. This looks like a mess. Anyway. Sebastian was so right in like making the parser on unit decide and not allowing Inky to dictate logic. But okay, I'll still try. So I'm changing farm door eaten to true. Okay, so what I wanted to track here was that like if the farm door was eaten, like you choose the door option, and then this variable goes to true. Then you, based on this, you change the picture that shows. And the picture that shows is the one without like a door or something, or like there's like someone's eaten a chunk out of it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing I checked is like first I tried to make it with true. It didn't work for some reason. I don't remember why. Okay, so let's test. What else? Doesn't it work like this? Huh. Maybe I cannot do two things. Ah. Are you eating Boolean true? Why is this red? Expected some kind of logic, but saw are you eating Boolean true? Oh yeah, maybe that's the reason. Maybe this weird error was the reason that I couldn't use this. And for some reason, the number actually worked. Okay, so I changed it at the end to 0 because I was eating and now I'm not, right? You mean like this? Huh. Okay, yeah. So, but this worked with, okay, what's the difference between 1 equal sign and 2? Is it like a Boolean thing? I think it's a Boolean thing, but then this shouldn't work either. Sets compares, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Comparing is different, and yeah, of course. And like this is if statement. Like this basically, this syntax is like if, then number of eaten things. Nice. Of course, yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, Donald. You're a lifesaver because there's no AI here on Inky. They should implement AI to Inky, otherwise, I don't know, stuff will happen. So, okay, so let's think. Okay, first I set farmed or eaten to true. Then I compare whether are you eating Boolean is true. If it is, then number of things eaten. Because you can like also destroy the door. You can breathe fire on the door. That's the logic. So so in case you're eating the door, actually like destroying the door would also make it disappear from the image, right? So maybe I should track not farm door eaten, but farm door gone or something, because it would both apply to. But right now, if it comes from a different option, then it will be true either way. Breathe fire or illusion will both give you the same thing. This will still prompt. This should be also under like a check. This should be under here or something. I don't know. Oh, you Googled. That's not how innovation works. Innovation works with chatbots only. If it's not a chatbot, then it's not innovative. Damn it! I already have a problem with this new controller's USB-C. Why are USB-C so unreliable? Port is shit already. Anyway, it started doing the bop, as you probably heard. Okay, side gigs. Anyway, okay, so comparing this, if our eating Boolean is true, then we changed farm door eaten only in this case. Maybe you breathe fire and it doesn't disappear. I don't know. Whatever. Then number of things eaten changes to +1. I think that works. And are you eating boolean changes back to not true. False. Well. And then another little bit runs. Why is it in parentheses though? I don't know. And is it also certain that this runs before that? I'm not too sure. Should make it certain that this thing runs like for sure before this thing runs. But I don't think I can in Inky, or like I can only test it out right now. I don't want to Google documentation or anything like that. Ew, documentation. Ew. Okay, so knowing that this kind of works, then I know that like these parentheses do work, so it does go here. Oh yeah, I know. I need these parentheses for the if statement. So basically, because there's a check, like whether you fulfilled certain conditions, like on every eating part, you check like, oh, is the number of eaten things good enough to give you the pink ending? If it is, yeah, go there. And the external function in Unity is also called out, which gives you a ending pink. That just changes the scene, I think. Yeah. Okay. So, but what is the next line? Stomach filled number is less than 2. If stomach filled number is less than 2, scene shifter ending yellow scene. Yeah, I don't think I got this to proc. So I think the problem is that I like this. I didn't implement logic where it goes to minus well enough, but yeah. Else goes to C side, which makes sense. Want to see how I'm making dialogues in my game? Yeah, sure. Either I don't know, stream it on Discord or give me a whatever you call it screenshot. Yeah, Inky probably wasn't the best choice for this, but it's probably easier and faster and better to just make it all work on Unity and Unity end. But I guess it's a good practice. Okay, the window. Okay, you eating the window. Let's just copy this thing in. Number of things eaten, that's the same. Yeah, basically I can just copy that thing in. Not this though. No, it doesn't matter right now. Maybe we can, because we don't have this variable yet, I think we can comment it out if we don't. From window eaten. It does not exist. No. Where the hell? Oh, yeah, okay. And also runs this thing. Number of things eaten. It does get to the pink ending. That's nice. Stomach filled number. I haven't made this perk yet. Seaside to water. Yeah. Okay. And again, copy paste. Farm barn eaten. Let's track that shit at some point. Think that will come in handy later with some more specific logic. Oh, shared. Nice. Let me open Discord. Dialogic. Is that like a built-in thing in Godot? Dialogic. Add Elif. No, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. I need to look that up. Godot extension, yeah. Lots of good Godot extensions. Why I not be on Godot? I should try Godot at some point. Yeah. Why not Godot? Oh, I also needed to check another channel. Okay. Anyway, Godot stuff. Okay. Are you born? Eating animal. Okay, so let's try to make ending yellow work. The moon, scene shifter, white ending. Nice. Okay. So ending yellow scene is if stomach filled number is -2. How do we get to -2 though? Stomach filled number. Where is that shit referenced? Here. Okay, I commented this out. Okay, so whenever you choose a breathe fire option, you go -1. Why did I comment this out? Because I didn't understand it. Yeah, that was today. I don't think it works either. So the idea is that every time you choose breathe fire, you just like number of things eaten -1. Ah, what? No, that doesn't make sense. It should be stomach filled number. No. Why? Number of things. Okay. What I wanted to do. Yeah, this is wrong. I just absolutely wrongly wrote this. Yeah. Now I understand. Kind of. Ish. Where's the brackets? Whatever. Estonian keyboard, please. I don't understand the US one right now. My brain is too heavily influenced. Okay, I think we need to do something like if no. Too tired for this. Okay, let's think. So the idea is you choose breathe fire. That means that time passes without you eating anything. This means that just number of things eaten lessens. So why do I need the stomach filled number? Why stomach filled number exists at all? Don't think it needs to. It needs to be number of things eaten minus 1. And then the check needs to run similarly. Number of things eaten is number of things eaten minus 1. And if number of things eaten is minus 2, then the ending yellow is shown. I don't know, let's try. This makes a bit more sense, I think. Okay, do I need to save? Probably. Okay, did I break anything? Most likely, yes. Yay, it runs. This is not how it should run, though. Again with the video display issue. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Need to do something about that background showing. Like, also I had the code for killing the starting canvas. I think I had the code for that. Also 2 event systems. Why is this? Okay, let's try this. Scenes. We went to the cabin. And the event system was on, but it should not be. Yeah, save. Event system. Does it like reset itself or something? I think I did this already. Yeah, save. Only the persistent one will have an event system. Okay, does this work? I don't know. What? Ah, that's the cabin itself. Okay, sorry. Need to start with persistent one. This is the starting scene. Lots of jumping frog. Again, that's a bug. Which I don't know if I can fix with this scene system. You need to find food. You breathe fire. You only breathe fire all the time. You are hungry. You are sad. Growl. Okay, nice. Ending yellow showed. But scene ending yellow couldn't be loaded because it has not been added to the active build profile. Ah, okay. I know. So it's about this thing. Yeah, first scene I deleted. And open scene list. Add open scenes. How do I add the yellow one? Do I have a yellow one? Yes, I do. Do I just drag it? Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Will that work? Yay. Breathe fire. Breathe fire. Breathe fire. Breathe fire. Breathe fire. You are hungry. You are sad. Crawl back to nap. Okay. Also, the video does... Yeah, that's the wrong video and it doesn't work either. Frame shows, but the video player, not really. Why is that Sword Order 99? What the hell did I do here? Okay, you are hungry. Anyway, media player. This is all true. Should I add them to... Okay, stop. Should I add them to the script? What's the logic here? Yeah, I wanted to also try to make the pictures change. Yeah, that didn't really work. Seed video player. This is different from each scene, right? So, okay, I need to change the code. First, let's try to still quickly solve the bug. Not prepared properly. Any ideas why? Okay. Oh, I understand the issue now. Catching up behavior typically happens when the video player's time gets out of sync or when it's trying to match the target time. Yeah. Let's try these. There's a lot of... Okay. Let's not be as idiotic, so let's still try to read and understand what it does. Maybe not understand, but at least read. Yeah, if scene video player is not null and scene video raw image is not null. Okay. Scene video player stop. Scene video player time 0. And do you first stop it and then start it after preparing? Internal time. Use internal time reference. Skip on drop false. Don't skip frames to catch up. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know this thing existed. I could have found that in the docs though. Yeah, sure. Let's try. Yeah, showed it as it should, I guess. Okay. Now, once you eat the moon, for example, you should see a video. Let's go to ending white. Let's see, there's a video player here. Okay. So this currently is not added to... It's not added to the script. And how can I add it to the script if the script is in another scene? Oh boy. I mean, if it's in the persistent scene, if the video clips are in the persistent scene, I can play them. Then I need to delete them from here and add all video players to the persistent scene and just add them separately to the script and then play them only if the conditions are met. Kind of makes sense. I'm gonna delete this video player then. And also this one. It's good. And this one. Maybe even... Oh, this doesn't have a video yet. What? Why are these here? Oh, it's just like I suppressed them, but I didn't actually delete them. They used to be here. What's the image? Mirror image 0. Let's try a different image. Maybe? Sure. Okay. Persistent scene, let's go. And now we gotta add video players. This video player is actually first video. Then gonna add... How was adding video players? Okay, like this. Pink and red. Okay. So let's check the persistent canvas. Dialog manager. We need to add the ending videos here separately. And then we need to play them at the right time. So where's the video? Video raw image. This doesn't work. I need to work on this to change the pictures in the scenes. Based on the probably based on an external function that's called in Inky. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, this is the thing. Scene video player. Where is this referenced? Oh, there's so many references for this thing. Yeah, obviously. Interesting. So, because my little mind cannot really grasp it right now, I'll ask AI. So, currently, only one video runs at the beginning of game. Do you have ideas how to change this so that I have multiple videos in the beginning? Yes. So that I have multiple videos, the other ones running only when specific conditions are met. Scene change. Thank you. Yeah, serializable class, that makes sense. Array of scene videos mappings. You can add an array of scene videos. Did not know that. As one serialized field. That's cool though. Yeah. Then modify the scene shift method to play the appropriate video. Start method to only play the initial video if it's set for the starting scene. Exact name of the scene. Aha. Okay. For each entry, specify scene name, play on scene load. Check this if you want the video to autoplay when the scene loads. Yeah. Okay, nice. Sounds good. Trigger videos manually by scene video mapping video array find a scene name. If it's not null, then video clip play. Okay. I guess I understand. So public string scene name. Public. What? System serializable scene video mapping is serialized? What? Serializable class to store scene video mappings. Scene name. Video clip public bool. Again with the booleans. Play on scene load true. Okay, so these are the parameters that you can change in the Unity UI then. Nice. I did not know that was possible. Okay, Initial scene. Get access scene name. So system array find scene videos mapping scene name. Initial scene. If initial video not null, blah blah blah. Okay, this is on the start. Okay, makes sense. Even though I don't understand how this makes sure it is the initial one. How does this check that it's the initial one? Okay, it needs to be called initial scene then. I need to just add the initial scene string to the serialized fields. Okay, probably. Scene video mapping. Matching video, system array find, scene video, mapping, scene name, scene name. Is not null. Scene video player is not null. Matching video dot video clip. Legacy load. Else blah blah blah. Stop. And no raw image enabled. Why do you disable this at all? I don't know. Anyway, I guess this might work. Let's try that. She is in the beginning. Okay, so now what do we have here? Scene videos. Do you know that meme? No, I actually don't. List is empty. Oh no! Element 1 is the first video, I guess. What? What? Element 1. Scene name. Ah, it's a drop down. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, Unity has some cool features, I guess. Okay, scene name. It should be called initial scene, I guess. First video is loaded here. Or can I not load it for some reason? Oh, I know. Yeah. Also, let's disable this maybe. I'll ask whether it's safe to remove that shit from the code later, but let's just try right now. Okay, we need the actual file. Start scene. I think it's this one. Cool. Actually, let's try this. Let's try asking whether we need to. Okay, cool. Would it make sense now to remove the serialized field scene video player? Ah, it's the component that plays the videos. Okay, makes sense. Cool. Then I don't need this thing. I can just delete this. Cool. Then this isn't even first video. This is just the scene with player. Okay. Now we have this. I don't think we need to add the clip per se. None. Let's try whether it works with none. Does it load? Okay. Does it work with just writing that it's initial scene? Nope. Okay. I now added the initial video into the array with scene name initial scene. Drag the appropriate file there. Removed the file from scene video player because this should change now dependent on scene. What else did I do? Let's describe properly. And play on scene load, okay. And checked play on scene load. The video file does not play, however, any idea why? I'll click on your link soon, Danelski. Okay, it added debug logs to understand what's the scene name, and then we can add the scene name or something. I don't know. Yeah, makes sense. But that's not getting the real scene name. Let's fix that and add some debug logging to help track what's happening. Detailed logging, make the scene name comparison case insensitive. Not necessary, but okay. Add null checks and more detailed error messages. Wasn't exactly what I'm looking for, but whatever's. When you run the game now, check the console window in Unity, such as logs that will help it identify. Okay. Raw image is assigned in the inspector. Did we do that? Okay. Is there a raw image here? Oh, there is. Okay, cool. Anyway. Okay, I'll click on your link, Donelski.
Verse 1. In the beginning.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen this shit.
In the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
So it takes. Yeah, I've seen this, but it's still funny.
The beginning.
It's it cool, dude. Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Got distracted now. Why did you distract me? Scene video player. Okay. Okay, let's just check the logs then. Did I approve these? Oh, I didn't yet. Okay. What else? Persistent S. Okay, nice. Where were we? We were in the beginning. Yes, yes. So persistent S. Cool. Now it should work, right? Whoa, magic. And now let us add another one. Another one. Another one. The next one is, let's try ending pink S. Ending pinks. And the video would be this thing. Save. You eat. What? What? It just gave me fruit options and okay, whatever. No, I didn't want to get to the moon. Okay, I want to get to the eats good ending. Maybe I messed up some logic that I don't even get there anymore. Eat door. Eat sea. Eat window. Eat woods. Actually, go elsewhere. The barn, the moon. What? Ah, I know. Yeah, I know the issue. Okay, so the pink ending does not trigger at all. So what happens is that I don't know what happens actually. The pink ending should trigger when number of things eaten is high, more than 4. Is the game finished soon? It's finished right now. It's just polish. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It might also be problematic that I'm handling this logic of number of things eaten getting larger here. And number of things eaten logic here and or like there, and can you add debug logs in Inky? No, I don't think so. I'll Google though. Can I add debug logs in Inky? So that's the reason why Inky is a bad option to write code in. You may add. Okay, but I can debug log in Unity. Tracking the variables of Inky. Probably. So I can like check these variables also in Unity and then, but that still doesn't let me understand where this fails. What the hell is this? What? Okay. So breathe fire, number of things eaten gets less. Or does this run even if you don't make the choice? I don't think that's how it works, but if these run regardless of the choice, then that would suck. But don't think that's what should happen. You need to sleep, probably. Me too. Good to have you around, though. Nice to have this journey of game developing stuff together. So yeah, I'll also end the stream, and good night, Tanel. See you maybe on Friday. Do you want to come play fighting games? Good night. Good night.